When you think people for you and you wondering why you have sometime hardship where this particular person is concerned, that's because they're not for you. And it always, a lot of time, be the closest person to you. The person who trying to stick around you all the time or underneath you all the time. See, sometimes your best friends get jealous of your happiness. They get jealous of your successes. They get jealous even of how you look compared to themselves. They be jealous over sometimes you have a marriage and they don't know more. They be jealous over your children look better than them. Sometimes they be jealous over, and your own family too. Your own family too. They jealous over, oh, she sent her children to a better school and my child and this and that. And you watch some of them. Where they had you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guess what happened? You wake up one day, they call you out the blue. Child, my children going to the same school your children going to. And you wonder where this come from. That's because they had you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You ain't got them on your radar, but they surely got you. Sometimes you don't see some of them family for years, you're in the same rock. But they have you on their radar. Why? Some of them hating you so bad, the hate could kill you if it was close. The hate could kill you if it was close. And sometimes things go down and you leave shocked because you wasn't expecting it from that person because your eyes was not seeing the person how the person saw you. And you so shocked. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked, sweetie. You remember Julius Caesar? If you don't, you need to read the book or you should see the play. Where it say, Brutus, Caesar tell Brutus, Ete bute, ete bute. What you think that is? And you too, Brutus? And you too, Brutus? They were Caesar's last dying words. Why? Brutus was a poor boy. He bring up and bring out, and everything he eat, he share with Brutus. He make Brutus have big position. He train Brutus, you name it, he do it for Brutus. Brutus was his, what you call his right hand man. When I eat, you eat. When I travel, you travel. I wear good clothes, you get good clothes too. He treat Brutus like a brother he never had. And Brutus was the one who stabbed the dagger that killed him. And when he saw that Brutus stabbed him with the dagger, in his dying words, he say, Ete bute. And you too, Brutus. I say that also to say it's something called the black crowd syndrome. We say, oh, we can get over the black crowd syndrome. I don't know if we ever could get over that because that is embedded in that's embedded. That's like his scientific fact. Look where she going. Look where she going. She know anything but scientific fact. Let me explain, sweeties. My husband is a hunter. You know what a hunter is? Yes, we have hunter in the Bahamas. People don't see them as such. But he was a hunter. And as such, during the crabbing season, he used to take his fish pots, about 10 to 20 of his fish pots from out of the sea. And him and some of his Conky Joe friends, yes, I'm going there. That's how we talk in the Bahamas. His Conky Joe friends, it'll be about 5 to 6 of them. They'll go on a yacht. One of them have a mini yacht where they could sleep, and it's huge. And they will take it from Nassau to Andros. And they will spend 1 week, 7 days in Andros. During that 7 days, he will be the leader. He will be the captain and he will be the leader. Captain of the boat and the leader. And they will have they'll rent maybe a little car or something. But he will be the one, because they were kind of afraid. They were older too. And they would sit in the car and have a little, you know, wine or a little beer and a little chicken wings and make it like a little party. And he will be the one to go into the bush. Yeah, he's never afraid. And he would go as deep as he want to go. But when he coming out, he loaded down with crabs. You know? And they'll make couple trips to and from between the bushy area that they decide to go into back to the yacht, and he will put the crabs in the pan. The others said they could catch crab, but you know, they scared to go into the dark bush because he does it in the night. It's best to go in the night. He don't do it in the day, he does it in the night. Okay? And look here. He will, when they come back to Nassau, he'll have maybe, each person will have in their yard maybe one fish pot with enough crab for them and their family, but he will have about 10 to 15 or 12 or 13 fish pot in his yard, in our yard. And what he will do, nobody knew. The nosy neighbors, because when they come in the middle of the night, they come in the middle of the night for the same reason. And he would feed the crab watermelon, he'll feed them coconuts, he'll feed the crab bread, he'll feed them tomatoes. People say crab eat anything, sweetie. Crab eat human and all. That's a fact. Crab eat human and all. In case if you don't know, the human is also a part of the food chain, in case if you do not know that. A lot of people think the human is untouchable, that we so holy, nothing should want to eat us. And no, we are a part also of the food chain. Okay? We eat and we get eaten as well. Okay? And so, after a while, a few weeks of feeding the crab, if their pen get low, because they only have so much, just enough for to maybe feed their family. If they have other family members, they will have a little crab boat or whatever they're doing in their house. They'll come back to our yard and they will get some more crab because, you know, they all been together and the crab is shared. And so that's how they do it. And he'll water the crab. The crab love water. When you play water, they start, like I said, look at them dancing. But you know what he did one night when our pen was getting kind of low? He got 2 more pens from off his boat they were on, and what was empty. And he put only a couple black crabs, enough in the pen, and he put some white crabs in the other pen. And I asked him, because I did ask him, why you don't mix the white and the black crab together? He said no. He separate them and he put them in the pen. And you know what he do? He said, I want to teach you something. He leave the pen just close, the door of the pen just closed, and he make sure it was on the top, right? And he leave it unlocked, but it closed, but it unlocked. The next morning, our neighbor, 2 houses down, 2 yards down actually, Miss Paris, she said, you have crabs in the back. She know we have crabs. The other people didn't know because she could see from her yard straight across by us. But they don't know because they can't see in the area where those crabs be. You see from the road or wherever. And she said, y'all crab all over in my yard. All the white crab came out the pen and get loose. All. This ain't no fake. That's why I say it's scientific. It's scientific. All the white crab came out and get loose. Guess what? The pen with the black crab, still in it. He called me at the house to show me this. He say, see, Miss Paris tell me all the crab over there by her. And he say, see here, all the black crabs in the pen. I said, well, why the black crab didn't go if the pen ain't locked and all the white crab get out? He laughed. He said, that's why I want to experiment it. I want to show you why. Right? And so what he did is we go on by Miss Pass and we catch all the crabs. See, they couldn't get on Miss Pass yard because she have a wall on the southern side of her yard and the eastern side of her yard. So they could have get from our yard, cross her yard. And then she have a wall in the front and a gate, so they couldn't get out of the yard unless they come back to where they went, you see? So we went over by him and he got the crabs and he bring them and put them back in his pen. So listen to this. He put them back and he said, I ain't gonna lock the door again. And that day, he called me a certain time of day. He said, look, say, see the black crab? Say every time one go up, the other one, instead of making a chain, see the white crab get a chain and they helping one another up. See how they using one another like a stairs to get out. And then the last one and the white crab reached down, literally reached down and pulled the last white crab out. That's why no white crab is in the pen. And they all running off together. Hey, that's scientific. That's a fact. And in the black crab pen, guess what happened? The black crab were pulling one another down. And so that's why the pen stayed full and none got out. And that's a fact. I saw this. I witnessed this with my 2 eyes. It's scientific. It's a fact. And that's why we ain't no crab. We is human. And we don't need to have a black crab syndrome. We can change our ways. All right? But if someone tell you have a black crab syndrome, you can believe you have that. Because that means you don't want to see nobody get ahead. You only fronting, you want to see them get ahead. You only fronting, you're happy for them. And so that's why a lot of us can't see the error in our ways. We too busy being jealous over someone getting better. I don't want to have 1 million poor friends. I want to have 1 million rich friends. Because you know why? If I am poor, listen to this now, and I have a rich friend, and she truly is my friend, listen to this now. If she have more than me, at some time, that can trickle over to me. You don't believe that, eh? If she going to dinner and she don't have a partner, guess what? She can say, girl, I feel like going to dinner. Come, let me carry you. And she will pay your way out to dinner because she has more than you. That's what a person who have more than you would usually do. All right? All right? If she traveling and she say, girl, I tired traveling by myself, let us go together. She know you ain't got no money. She can say, I pay your way, girl. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I give you a couple of dollars to shop it too. That's what a friend who got more than you will do. Okay? And it does happen. But how could it happen if you jealous over the person or you hate the person for having more and you creating this enmity and being an enemy with this person? If you're creating an enmity with this person and being an enemy with this person, you think that person can't feel that you're the enemy? It's human instinct. They know in their heart you ain't for them like how you should be. So even though they have more than you, they'll never take you to that dinner even if they want to take you and pay your way. They will never take you on that trip even if they want to take, because they know you're right for them, even though you're still friends. And you waste hating and hating, because you know why? A person who read the signs can see your hate. A person with discernment or spirit can feel your hate and see it. Okay? Why you want someone who hateful around you? Only a fool want that. Too much people get killed with people like that. So that's what I talking about, the black crowds, and you don't want to see somebody have nothing. You don't want to see nobody persevere. You have to change that. You ain't not different from the crab, the black crab. And that's a fact. That's a fact, and we need to change that about us. not trying to help one another up. You can't help the world, because if you help the world, you won't help yourself. You can't take the baby milk to give the people. No. If your bucket is overflowing, is when you can help people. But if your bucket is empty, you can't help nobody. And if your bucket ain't full, if your cupboard's empty, you can't feed nobody. If your cupboard ain't full, you shouldn't feed nobody if your cupboard ain't full either, because what your cupboard have in it, you need it for yourself. It's only when your cupboard overfull with food that you can give somebody else some food. Okay? And that is why some people stay poor too. They poor and they only have enough for themselves, and they know it's only enough for themselves, but they don't know how to say no to people. And the people take the little what they have for them and their children, and they still waste off on the people, and then they get mad when they see the people in a nice kind of. Some people are suckers, yes they are. They come to take your blood and take what you got, and they leave you and your children right there, and you see them, they get the nice home, they get the nice car, and you and your children still struggling. That's the person you used to feed, because you the fool. Because you the fool. You cannot give to somebody what you need. What you need to take care of yourself. Charity begins at home. Don't let no one fool you. Oh, sow a seed. And you gain your last what you need for light bill. You gain your last what you need for rent. You gain your last what you need for food or children things. No. You have to be able to say no. Let them get mad. Let them get mad. You need to stand for something. We have enough fools in this country. We need to stand for something. Stop getting what you need. If you have let's say a mango tree, and you have plenty mango tree, plenty mangoes, and you have enough for your family, you can afford to give some other person, because you have enough for your family. But if someone only give you 1 tree mango and you only get 3 people in your house, who you getting? You need to keep them for the 3 people in your house, because you have 3 people in your house. Learn that. Learn that. You have to say, no, baby, they for me, my children. You have to, and let them get mad. Some people only come to you because they want something. They don't know you unless they want something. Yeah, they got you like pork cake. They got you like pork cake. Only know me because you need me. So they only come to you when they want something. You guys learn that too. You gotta learn that too. See, you can still give to that person if you can afford it. But you know, you can't give to them if you know that is not a genuine person to you. Some people, they only can come to you when they need, because they trying hard to stand on their own 2 feet. They don't do it on purpose. They do it because they don't want to burn you down, I guess. And they only, sometimes you won't see them for years, and they pop up and they say, man, help me out, this, that, and the next. And some people get mad, oh, you only know me because you only see me. It isn't that they hate you, or you are in their heart and mind. It's just that they so fighting to make life. See, I used to be real about things. Some people so fighting to make life that they don't have time to, only to talk to you maybe on the phone once in a blue moon, but not to come visit. So you gotta understand some things too, and see through some things. You can know if people genuine or just fake. And don't be no fool. Some people living high off because they sucker you for everything you got. And they living high now. You still to the bottom, you wonder, and you mad. Yeah, that's a reason to be mad, but you can't be mad. The person mad at yourself for being the fool you are. And then that means you need to change your ways of what you're doing. Okay? Because we need, everybody in this country right now need a little helping hand. But you can't give a helping hand if you need one too. And that's where the buck stops, okay? So anyhow, that's my little story, but was a true story. Over and out.